Fulcrum actually started in July of 2008. We had been in Austin at that time for about 3 years, and 2 years, I'm sorry. We had been in Austin at that time for about 2 years, and we're getting ready to move to Taipei for a year. And we thought at the time that we were leaving Austin for good. And about 3 days before we were getting ready to leave, or we were going to leave, I got a phone call from my mother telling me that my dad had cancer. After we were in Taipei for about 5 months or so, it became apparent to me and to Amy that we needed to be back home to be with my dad. It looked like his cancer was going to be terminal, and my family was just going to be in, my mom especially was going to be in some rough times, and we needed to be home. And so we knew that we didn't go through all of that just to settle for what we did before we left, if that makes sense. And so we finally reached a point where we said, that's it. We are not getting the job done. We can't figure this out. And so we threw it at God's feet, and we said, we're done. I mean, it's not working. We're not finding, we know that you have a plan for us, and we're not getting the job done. So it's gonna be through you that we find our community, that we find the reason why we're here. Mm-hmm. And 2 days later, I got a call from Charles Dupree, who's also a part of the community here at Fulcrum, and he said, hey, I'm gonna have breakfast with this guy named Wade Hodges, who I met through a friend of a friend. I was drawn to what Wade had to say almost immediately, because he was all about building a community and focusing on the things that we had learned in Taipei were the important things: family, friends, a connection with God, a connection with your community, and most importantly, wanting to be more like Jesus. It's amazing to me to see all of that now in hindsight, how God has worked in our lives. And so what that means to me more than anything is I'm at peace with why we're here. I'm at peace with all of those things that have happened. I miss my dad, but he's a major part of this story. And so I'm at peace with how that all progressed over the course of a year.
Moving here to Austin, first of all, was a big change. And when it wasn't going the way we thought it should go, I was really upset that I'm a good person. I do what's right. Why can't things work out the way I think they should work out? And then we started thinking about moving on, and I was like, okay, this is it. God's going to make this work for me because I'm a good person. I do what I'm supposed to do. This is what it is, and I got excited about that. And then when that wasn't beginning to work out, and we were going to Taiwan and everything, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it because God, I know He's going to take care of me. And through all of this, if nothing else, it has taught me that it's okay not to have it all figured out. And it's okay when things are not going the way you want them to, because really, God has another reason. And I got to get over what I want and start thinking about what He wants. And because usually what He wants, and always what He wants, is better than what I ever could imagine or dream of for my own self. And so once I let go of that, of what I want, and let Him just live through what He wants, things have been going wonderful.